Dalton was just about to leave for the evening when Veronica turned to him. Dalton? Yes, what is it, Veronica? Would you like to spend the night here? Sure, that's wonderful. Where can I sleep? Seriously? Sure. Come with me. It's just around the corner at the end of the hallway. Mike and Veronica come to the end of the hallway where Veronica's bedroom is. It's a beautiful bedroom, Veronica. I notice you have a telescope. Can I have a look? Sure, take a look through it. Mike looks through the telescope and sees a beautiful array of planets and constellations on that warm evening in early June. Do you see that planet to the west of Orion? I can see it. Which planet is that? It's planet Chandraku. It is? How do you know? On some nights, planet Chandraku, though many light years away, emits a brilliant light, enabling it to be seen by the naked human eye here on Earth. When this occurs, if you are staring right at the planet, you receive alien messages transmitted to your mind through a kind of transom that connects material reality to non-material reality in the field of thought forms. Are they in the form of words? No, it's pure thought. You receive thoughts from aliens and planet Chandraku in a kind of esoteric field where your thoughts can be sent to the aliens. That's fascinating. Is there any alien in particular you were getting to know? There's a male alien named Kando and a female alien named Isidorix I've become acquainted with. They're in a lover's dispute. Turn around and look at back of you, Veronica. Veronica turns around and sees Kando and Isidorix in back of them. They have apparently teleported to Earth and are standing there in Veronica's bedroom. Greetings, Earthlings. Hi. Wow, how'd you get here so quickly? We teleported from planet Chandraku, nice bedroom. Thanks, Kando. Would you aliens like a drink or something? No, we have to get going. Kando and Isidorix teleported back to planet Chandraku. Wow. So now you met Kando and Isidorix. Yeah, that was interesting. You should be with me, Veronica. We'll talk about it. Dalton and Veronica had a wonderful evening. Dalton sees Veronica in the parking lot after school. They start talking to each other. Meanwhile, in the Dreamworld Theater, Dalton and Veronica from Heathers 2 are talking to each other in the realm of the parallel narrative, where parallel narrative is taking place. Do you want to get some popcorn? Sure. Veronica and Dalton come back to their realm from the realm where parallel narrative takes place and go to the concession stand for popcorn. They start eating their popcorn and having a conversation. This is fascinating. We are watching our younger selves in a parallel narrative. The Heathers. It's amazing to see the scenes that took place that were not included in the movie. Yeah, people who are fans of Heathers should see parallel narrative and get the whole story. The real story of Heathers is really the original movie along with the parallel narrative. Dalton and Veronica went back into the theater to watch the rest of Parallel Narrative. They came out of the Dreamworld Theater to a beautiful moonlit evening and were greeted by Canto and his dogs. It's nice to see you. Hi. It's nice to see you, Canto and Isidorix. Are you getting along? Our romance is blossoming. Can we come to your lake house? That's not very polite, Canto. You don't just invite yourself to my lake house. Why not? Because it's not proper etiquette. You're supposed to wait for the person to invite you. If they do invite you, then you graciously accept their invitation. We're coming to your lake house. What? You are not coming to my lake house. You have not been invited. We are coming to your lake house. Stay out of it, Isidorix. You and Canto are not coming to my lake house. Either Isidorix and I come to your lake house, or you are going to be teleported to Planet Jondaque. You can't teleport us to Planet Jondaque, Canto. Watch me. Canto and Isidorix get on their spaceship and travel back to Planet Jondaque. You don't really think they can teleport us back to Planet Jondaque, do you? Let's hope not. I don't want to go live with a bunch of aliens. Let's just go to your lake house. Sure. Dalton and Veronica went back to Veronica's lake house. They had a wonderful evening. They got up the next morning and went for a walk along Lake Serenity. It was a breezy and warm morning in late June, and there was a brightness to the day that lent itself to an eternal optimism. This place is beautiful, Veronica. I would really love to see you purchase your lake house. Believe me, I want to. I can't afford it. If I moved in with you, you could afford it. That'd be nice. You have to be. Let's see. Think of the wonderful new memories we could form if I was to move in with you. A house is only an object constructed out of wood and other materials until it is illuminated by the souls of lovers so deeply in love that their love is an essence of beauty that brings transcendence to the hearts and minds of human beings and tranquility to places. I agree. Do you want to go back to your lake house for lunch? Sure. Delta Veronica went walk back to the lake house to find JD leaning against his black Corvette with his arms crossed and a jealous look on his face. Good morning, you lovers. Fancy seeing you here. Fancy seeing us here. What the fuck are you doing here, JD? Nobody invited you to Veronica's lake house. I don't need an invitation. You see, my dad's construction company built this beautiful house. Veronica has been defaulting on rental payments. Unless she pays the rent, she's out of here. The rent is in the mail. Now get the fuck out of here. Or I call the police. Why did you leave me for the science nerd, Veronica? He's not a nerd. He's a cool person who happens to be a brilliant scientist. Whatever, Veronica. Whatever, Veronica. With that, JD, looking extremely sad and dejected, cruises off back home in his Corvette. Let's have some lunch. Sure. The other Veronica talked in the afternoon and had a wonderful evening. The other Veronica got up the next morning and walked to Lake Serenity. It was a cloudy, unseasonably cool morning for midsummer with an almost autumnal chill in the air. That JD really turned out to be a bastard, hasn't he? Yeah? The situation's not good. I have this beautiful lake house that I can only keep if I make rental payments to that son of a bitch. Maybe you should look into another lake house in some other lake. I don't like the idea of you here. Not when JD's dad's construction company is involved. I agree with that. I don't like dealing with JD and his dad's construction company as a renter of this house myself. Especially considering the fact that JD is bitter about me leaving him. It's like he has this pathetic jealousy whenever he sees me with you. What is it that keeps you here despite such unnerving circumstances? It's the house itself. I feel great in this house. This house seems to communicate with me at a subliminal level, giving me a sense of eternal pleasure and security as it illuminates my soul with the knowledge of the truth of limitless beauty as I wander through labyrinthine realms of indescribable transcendence. Really? You feel all that inside of this house? I was just looking outside the window the other day and saw a bum eating scraps of food out of your garbage can. This place gives me a feeling of being eternally disgusted with the utter depravity of a humanity that, despite having evolved sociologically, economically, technologically, and intellectually, still is in a disordered state. Oh, the guy who eats my garbage? He's a friend of mine. He's a friend of yours? The guy who eats scraps of food out of your garbage? Yes, he is. First of all, why would you befriend a bum who eats your garbage? It's not, most certainly is not a bum. I always thought that if you ate garbage out of garbage cans, that would seem to imply that you were a bum. Here's the difference. He eats my garbage because he likes it. He's actually a multimillionaire with a strange fascination with garbage. He's part of a secret society of garbage-eating millionaires, unbeknownst to most people except for me, and now you, who are on a quest to find a perfect meal that they harvested from people's garbage. They compare results with each other and hold discussions about the nuances and subtleties of the garbage that they have eaten. As a matter of fact, there's a cable television station that is only available to them where they have a weekly show about the different homes that they ate garbage at. They tape episodes and have discussions about trash cuisine and a similar way to the show Check Please. That's really bizarre. How about it? What's the guy's name who eats your garbage? I don't know. I was just kidding. I didn't know that you saw somebody eating my garbage. Really? You saw somebody eating my garbage? Yes, I did, Veronica. I think you should move. Okay. So that was a bizarre incident that you happened to see. Assuming that is the exception and not the rule, I want to keep my lake house. I know it is a beautiful place. When I walk along the lake with you, my soul is transported to a plane of existence whereupon I feel the numinous glow of my self-awareness in a place of otherworldly pleasures that can only be felt by the union of souls of lovers who have found each other on this fleeting temporal plane of existence in a society of people, many of whom inhabit mortal physical forms animated by souls that are dead to the sublime pleasures, sublime and transcendent feelings of an alive soul. I feel that way when I'm with you too. These pleasures I feel are not strictly physical pleasures derived from a mortal physical form, but the transcendent pleasures of a soul that has found its soul mate and is enlightened by the awareness of the existence of higher levels of reality beyond this illusory plane of existence. Yeah, I agree. Awesome. Would you like to take a walk by the lake? Sure. That'd be wonderful. Let's go. Dalton and Veronica took a walk along Lake Serenity. They went back to Veronica's lake house and proceeded to have a wonderful evening. Dalton and Veronica got up this morning and take a walk on Lake Serenity. What a beautiful afternoon it is, isn't it? It is. The warm summer breeze massages my skin as I look upon the placid waters of Lake Serenity, finding meaning and significance in nature and love and destiny in the cosmos. Would you like to take a walk around town? Sure. Dalton and Veronica drove into town. Look, Dalton. They were showing the original Heathers as a matinee at the Dreamlove Theater. Look! It's an enhanced version of the movie. It's titled Heathers Seen by the Eyes of Love. They walk up to the ticket booth to purchase their tickets. They find Mike Meyer at the ticket booth. That's correct. The movie is titled Heathers Seen by the Eyes of Love because it is a film containing not only the movie, but the movie being watched by me at home. On the movie screen, you see the movie itself and me, like Meyer, at home watching the movie and a rented video on my television. You see the expressions on my face that convey the emotions that I felt during each scene of the movie. When you look at my eyes during a particular scene, my emotions and my notions relating to that scene can be gleaned by observation. The exact moment that I fell in love with Winona Ryder watching Heathers on video at home can be seen in my eyes. So you're not only seeing the movie, but you're watching me watching the movie and getting a sense of the emotions that the movie inspired in me and how my love for Winona Ryder was brought to life by the movie. Give us 2 tickets for it. Sure. Dalton and Veronica are sitting in the movie theater in a love embrace watching Heather's Seen by the Eyes of Love. They can clearly see the moment that Mike Meyer fell in love with Winona Ryder by the look on his face as he was watching the movie. It seems to be such a transcendent moment for him that he has a new perspective on life and the sublime beauty of merely being alive as a human being is given the profound meaning and significance that is bestowed upon immortal human beings. They walk out of the movie theater in a beautiful moonlit evening. All of a sudden, as I am riding Heather's 2 at home in Park Ridge, Illinois, I look out the window and see Winona Ryder in a baby blue Porsche in front of my townhouse. She is looking in she's looking in at me through the window and starts honking. I run out to the townhouse to greet her. Winona, is that you? Winona Ryder? It sure is. Winona Ryder in the flesh. This is amazing. I was just inside my townhouse writing a scene for Heather's 2 when I saw you outside in your car. By the way, that's exactly the car from my script for Heather's 2. That's the baby blue Porsche with brown leather interior, exactly as I imagined it for my story. I know. I've been driving around in Heather's 2. You've been driving around in Heather's 2? Yeah. Your writing is so powerful that I've been projected into the realm where Heather's 2 exists. There, I'm at the character that I put in archetypal existence, Veronica Sawyer. I'm driving her car. I drove it out of that realm into reality. Do you feel like going for a ride? Sure. But this is Veronica Sawyer's car. If she finds out I have it, she'll be angry. Why don't you just drive it around for a while, then bring it back? Sure. Do you want to drive to Petaluma, California? The town where you grew up? The town where I grew up? Sure, let's go. Mike gets in the car and they drive, and they go on to Route 66 out to California. I love this car. The brown leather seating is so comfortable, and the sound system in the car is so good. Oh, the sound system in this car. Beautiful sound. You gotta dig the sound. I'm so excited to see your town where you grew up. Thanks. I've been wandering around this realm where Heather's 2 takes place. I like what you have been writing. Looking forward to seeing what comes next. Yeah, I've been writing this script for years. It's really a continuing saga of the film. I enjoy writing it so much, I don't want to bring it to a conclusion. If we make the film, we can keep a lot of it, keeping it the best parts and working them into a narrative. The parts that don't make it to the film can still exist as an extension to the movie. That's exactly what I was thinking. So nice to be cruising along Route 66 with you. I can't wait to show you the town where I grew up. I can't wait to see it. They continue to drive along Route 66, seeing many sights in mid-America, such as small towns and farms. They finally get to California. They take the long drive to Northern California, to Petaluma. They are driving through Petaluma. This is such a charming town. The people look so pleasant. There's such nice-looking stores and houses here. It was a great town to grow up in. I did have some problems with some of the other students in high school, so I was homeschooled. I went on to the American Conservatory Theater, known as ACT, where I acquired a love of acting and met people of my kind who were also very artistic and loved acting. I've read all of that and much more. It infuriates me that you were bullied at Petaluma High School. You're a beautiful goddess. I've gotten over it. Let's not talk about that now. I want to help you. I want to help you get back at them. Don't worry about it for now. All of a sudden, they see Veronica Sawyer from Others Too walking along a sidewalk in Petaluma. Look, it's Veronica Sawyer from Others Too. I see her. Veronica Sawyer walks up to the car. Oh, there you are. I was wondering where my car was. I'm sorry, Veronica. I just wanted to borrow it to show Mike the town I grew up in. Give it back, Winona. Can I have it for a few more days, Veronica? Mike and I are having so much fun with it. No, Winona, give it back. I want my car back, please. I want it for a few more days. Give it back. With that, Winona ignores Veronica and drives off at a frantic pace with Mike out of town and heads for Los Angeles. We better get the fuck out of here. Yeah, Veronica Sawyer hails a cab and asks the crazy cab driver to chase after Mike and Winona, which he does. This is fucking wild. We're being chased for Veronica Sawyer. Mike, Meyer, and Winona Ryder are being chased in Veronica Sawyer's car from the realm where Heathers 2 takes place, here in reality by Veronica Sawyer. In a taxi. It sure is. Can you write Veronica back into the realm where Heathers 2 takes place? Yeah, but isn't it kind of fun being chased by her? Yeah. Let's let it go on for a while. I think we ditched her. Oh, here we are in Los Angeles. Do you want to take a walk around and enjoy the town? Sure. They got out of the car and walked around. They had a wonderful evening. Mike and Winona are walking around Los Angeles in the evening, admiring some of the sights. Wow, Winona. Los Angeles in the evening. I love how the city really lights up in the evening. Yeah, Los Angeles in the evening is such experience that heightens your awareness. If you look at the Los Angeles area from an aerial perspective in the evening, you can see a place illuminated by the flow of cars on highways and houses in the valley, lit up by some kind of presence. That presence that I'm feeling here in Los Angeles in the evening seems to be some kind of epiphenomenological emergence. Epiphenomenological emergence that was brought out of psychic energy emitted by people through their thoughts and social interactions, that has become the defining characteristic of a diverse people, both indigenous to the land here and new to it. The combination of native people here and people who are new to this place or just passing through is something that gives a person notions of transcendent possibilities. I agree with that. I wonder where Veronica Sawyer is. This place must really seem foreign to her. She's a character in the movie Heathers too. It takes place in Ohio. And here she is suspended here in Los Angeles in reality. Let's let her roam around here in reality for a while. It's kind of fun trying to guess where she is. Also, I'm really enjoying her car. Yeah, I agree. Especially the sound system. Dig the sound system. I mean, the sound system in her car. Oh, is it nice? Isn't it beautiful here in the evening? Yes, it is beautiful here in the evening. Even just to wander around here in the evening alone would be a sublimely pleasurable experience. A person can get to know him or herself on a transcendent level and find his or her place along the time-space continuum within the soul of humankind. To be here with you in the evening is a feeling of such profound pleasure that it gives meaning and significance to the aforementioned. I agree. Let's kiss. Sure. They kissed and went to bed together. They got up the next morning and had a wonderful afternoon. The evening arrived, and Mike and Winona drove into downtown Los Angeles in Veronica's car. They start talking. It's so nice to be with you, Winona. What I really like is how I have access to you as a character of Veronica Sawyer and as an archetype whenever I watch Heathers, and you in person when I'm with you. As a matter of fact, whenever I watch any of your movies, I feel that union of souls with you on a profound level. Those are different aspects of my love for you. There's the love I feel for you when I'm either alone thinking about you or watching a movie of yours. The love I feel for you when I'm alone is a love that I can enjoy in the most idealistic fashion as I can control it. The love I feel for you when I'm with you is a love that must be validated by the return of your love for me. In that sense, it is out of my control and yet is unconditional. I hereby validate my love for you. Winona, that makes me so profoundly happy. Me too. Winona, yes, what is Mike? We have to stick together. Together we are immortal. Immortal? Yes, immortal. You are the enchantress of the sea. You are my destiny. When I make love to you on the beach by the ocean, we shall both become immortal. That is the power of our love. That's beautiful. Can you describe immortality? It'll be a union of our souls in a place so beautiful and full of pleasure that it can only be experienced by transcendent souls that have discovered the light of knowledge in eternity. Wonderful. Hey, look out the window. It's Veronica Sawyer and Kando from Planet Jonahue. What would she be doing with Kando? Veronica has been developing a relationship with Kando. Kando is heartbroken over losing Isidorix, and Veronica has been trying to console him. Oh, look, it's Isidorix with another alien. It's going to be interesting to hear what you write next. I can't wait to make love to you. For now, would you like to take a walk along the ocean? Sure. Michael, we want to walk along the ocean. They had a wonderful evening.